Welcome and warm welcome to High Tech Institution.
Hi team, welcome to our high tech YouTube channel. So in this video, we're just going to discuss about if our storage account in a public state, so what can happen, what is the security risk we will be facing in the real time. So that is what we're going to discuss in this video. And also I'll show you the storage account creation and how we are using the SAS token. Like I'll show you a few things in the portal. Okay. So before to see the storage account access public, first we need to get aware of what is storage account, right? Okay. So basically, storage account will be using like a Google Drive. Okay. So generally, how you are using a Google Drive. So similarly, the storage account also doing the same. Here we can upload. Here we can upload our files, videos, backups, and datas, and also the storage account used by many applications and websites. Okay, so applications and all using the storage account in the backend. Okay, for some use cases, I'll tell you. And there it should be private. Okay, so there it should be private because for an example, in any website. So there is a thing like you just need to upload your PNG file, PNG image file, or some KYC verification you guys are just doing. Generally, people will not keep any user documents in their server. Okay, so they will be keeping it in the other places. Okay, so we can consider our storage account as that place. Okay, so if they're going to keep like that. So if that is in a public, if our storage account container becomes a public, so how those user data would be secure? So we are allowing the user to upload their KYC verification images and all. So we have to ensure the security, right? We are the responsible person to keep those information as safe. So if that is in public, so how that would be good? So generally in this scenario, people will be going with the private state. Okay, so generally what does public means? Okay, we just telling like public. What does public? So actually anybody can access the blob. Okay, blob in the sense binary large object, whatever the files, videos that you are uploading into the storage account, that people considering as a blob inside the container that you are uploading that as a blob, anybody can access that object URL. Okay, object URL means nothing. Whenever we upload any objects, like it can be in any file, Word document, PPT document, image file, all the objects will just get generated on URL in Azure. Okay, so what we're going to do in the sense, we're just going to copy that URL and we're just going to send it to the respective person. There is no login required, so the respective person can hit that URL, they will be accessing it. Okay, so data is open, anybody can access it. Okay, this is what the public means. Okay, so what that peoples can do in that public access? Okay, so they can view the file. First thing, they can view the files and they can download the datas. Okay, download the files that you have given and copy. Okay, so copy the more important infos, and a hacker can access this too. Okay, so when you are just going to distribute, when you are just going to give the public access to the public people, that contains only the basic information. So if the hacker couldn't do anything with that, if you felt like that, you can go with the public access. Okay, so like if I'm sharing any community documents as a public access, I won't worry because in that public access content doesn't contain the confidential things. So in that kind of cases, we will be going with that public access. Okay, so coming to the real problems, in the storage account, we will be keeping many various informations like companies data and all. We will be keeping log, we will be keeping it log from various factor. So what can happen in the sense, company data leak and customer data would stolen and trust would loss and legal issues. because if we are delivering any service to the industries, so we'll be following some security standards. So there and all we will be facing an issue. And security risks. Okay, security risk. So data breach, obviously, hacking, and then business losses would happen. Why? Because if there is no security in our servers, so how the peoples will be ready to give the projects next by next? So that also an issue, and identity theft. So these and all could be the major security risk. And when public links are okay. So web page images in the sense, just for example, if I'm going to build a website, I'll be using some templates I'll be buying some templates, correct? So the static assets, people telling it like static assets, the CSS designs, HTML, those things and all, if you are giving it in the public, that are okay. And if I'm sharing any videos as in the public community, that also obviously good, so no issues on that. And free downloads, like if I'm sharing any notes or something, I'll be giving you in the free, because if our community peoples are 600, 700, 800,000, 2,000, even 20,000, 30,000, so how I would give the permission to the selective peoples? It's really hard, right? So for that, what I would do is I'll be giving the free download link directly to them. And yeah, so best practice. So generally, keep our storage account by private by default. Okay, so keep your storage account in private by default, but you don't worry. So whenever you are creating a storage account, if you are not enabling the anonymous access, your storage account in the private state, so you don't worry about it. And you can only allow the permission to the required IAM users, which are really good. And we need to monitor the access. Why? Because we need to pay the uh, bill amount for egress, and then bandwidth transitions and all we need to pay. So we need to monitor it, so that we can manage the billing here. So yeah, so these are the things we have discussed today. Public storage is risky, and protect your sensitive data, and private is always safer. So this is what we discussed. I'll show you in the portal. So yeah, I'll be logging it into the portal. So this is my Azure account. So I'll be creating one storage account. I think I'm already having one storage account, so I'm just showing you with that. So ZTX image RG. So don't delete resource 26. Okay, so generally in organization, people will be configuring the packages. Okay, the packages like Adobe, some default packages and all. People will be put it into the storage account. Okay, so when the machine is going to get on board, by using the custom data or configuration scripts, we'll install the respective software into the machine. So like here, I have uploaded the package container. So this log will just get generated by default when you are creating a container. Sorry, when you are creating a storage account, this will just get created automatically. So we couldn't do anything inside. So I'm just showing you here. So package.conf. So these are my files. So these two is a PowerShell scripts, and this is the Adobe Reader. Both are Adobe Reader exe file. Okay, and this is into the hot tire. So now I'm just going to show you the change access level. See, anonymous access level, it's in the private, which means it's in the private state, so nobody can access it. But if I just wanted to allow this to someone to access this blob, so I'll be giving this. Okay, I'll be giving this. So I just select the container. I'm just changing the permission. Yeah. So the permission is just get reflected to all the objects which are present inside the container. So now I can just copy the URL, and I can, sorry, this is not an one. Just go to this one. Here we will be able to see the URL. So I'm just hitting this. It's just asking to download. Okay, so it doesn't ask any authentication request. But what we will be doing in the sense for some temporary download, like the link must be available for only 2 hours, 3 hours, 1 day. In that cases and all, we will be going with this SAS token. So here we have to define the start time, and here we will be giving the expiry time, and also we can set the allowed IPs also. Like this IP request from this time to this time can download. Like also we can define it. Okay, so this is the way, one of the way we will be ensuring the security. So now again I'm changing this to the private because this one is the recommended. I hope this video helps you well. So for more interesting video, just share this video to your friends and subscribe to our channel. Thank you all. I'll see you in the next interesting part. Thank you.
Thank you all for